searched him on his person. They said they've begun going through them, encrypting some of them, and giving them back to the defense. That will take some time. There are going to be some motions in this case. One of those was addressed today.
I'm gonna show out. It's just my life. You can't get mad. Get the my page. Come on, I'm gonna show out. I ain't no show out. I earn my shit the hard way. Happen, and I can't say if it is or it's not a mistake, but things happen in life.
Looked him up on his person. They claim to have started sifting through them, encrypting a few, and returning them to the defenders. It will require some time. You are aware that this matter will involve certain motions. You're talking about I'm a show out of merely my life, and you can't be angry about that. One of those
had asked for an investigation into leaks, saying that they believe the government, which he suggested that the government was trying to, he accused the government of making a takedown of a successful black man.
Was addressed today. Get to my page. Speaking of being a show out, I'm not a no show out. I earned this the hard way. Occurred, and I'm not sure that was an error or not, but life happens. According to reports, Floyd Mayweather's bank statements, which demonstrate his bankruptcy, were made public by CNN. A number of articles and videos that claimed CNN had acquired and made public Floyd Mayweather's personal financial statements started making the rounds on social media in mid-August 2025. Had requested an inquiry into the leaks, stating that they think the government. He implied that the government was attempting to grab a prosperous black man, accusing them of doing so. Initially, the story surfaced on a well-known Reddit thread where anonymous users posted low-resolution pictures allegedly depicting Mayweather's account balances with zero or negative numbers. These articles further fueled online discussion by claiming that CNN anchors had covered the leaked statements during a special Financial Watch episode. The hacked bank statements, as seen in the uploaded screenshots, reveal numerous accounts in Mayweather's name with balances ranging from minus $25,000 to $0 in addition to significant pending debits identified as attorney fees, tax arrears, and alimony payments. Allegedly, one sheet indicates more than $120 million in total obligations without any matching assets. The materials seem to have been censored, according to Reddit thread contributors. Account numbers and other important information were hidden by black bars, leaving only hazy pictures of official bank letterheads. The claim supporters contended that these redactions suggested legitimacy, indicating that CNN had lawfully obtained the records under SHIELD laws, but decided to...
Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
Obfuscate critical material before making them public. A rush of commentators and influencers picked up the story after the original disclosure. Millions of views were generated across platforms by the mix of dramatic thumbnails and high-profile attention. Even well-known boxing podcast hosts spent whole hours deciphering the leaked data, going over each line item, and making predictions about potential legal ramifications. Additionally, Stephen A. Smith is voicing his opinions regarding Floyd Mayweather once more. This time after the retired boxing champion's residences were raided by authorities as part of an ongoing investigation into claims of financial impropriety and unpaid debts. Gentlemen and ladies, anarchy ensued. And I'm not referring to actual, legitimate boxing. I'm talking about boxing pandemonium. Instead, I'm talking about things that are plain embarrassing. Please have a look at this. Soon after Floyd Mayweather's business, Mayweather Promotions, was under investigation for suspected tax fraud and other financial misdeeds, federal officials reportedly raided his homes in Miami and Las Vegas. The FBI allegedly found several falsified documents in Mayweather's hands during searches. Stephen A.
When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop.
Smith didn't mince words when he declared on his show that Floyd Mayweather is just as culpable as some of the most infamous financial thieves in the world. This followed reports of a raid on Mayweather's residence. A startling twist was later discovered during investigations. In reality, many of the properties Mayweather displayed as his own were a result of clever marketing alliances. He pretended to be the owner in these transactions in order to increase the property's appeal and entice buyers who would then either receive payouts or a number of properties in exchange. However, the FBI was unimpressed and saw the arrangement as a dishonest plan intended to deceive the public. Stephen A. Smith was extremely troubled by the disclosures, especially the FBI's conclusions that connected Mayweather to several cryptocurrency scams. According to these schemes, Mayweather advertised phony coins before disappearing after his supporters had invested and lost money. When you reach Floyd's level of excellence, everyone doesn't deserve to be in your personal space, Mayweather. I know you enjoy making money, and you'll never stop. There are extremely few people on the earth who are as successful at making money as you are. However, some of this must end. According to Stephen A. Smith, Floyd Mayweather appears to have built his career on brand ambassador agreements, giving the impression that he owned specific businesses and brands, only to subsequently reveal that he was really a paid promoter. Smith actually implied that Mayweather doesn't actually own anything. He remarked that, "Who's to say those private jets he flaunts aren't just part of the sponsorships too? The only thing anyone can say for certain about that man is his boxing record. Beyond that, nothing is known about his actual holdings." But according to video from the raid on his house, Floyd Mayweather is much more involved in Bitcoin schemes than dubious real estate endeavors. Over the years, Stephen A. Smith even revealed a number of Mayweather's covert cryptocurrency transactions. Since it goes unnoticed, I believe that the majority of Mayweather's actual legal activity is hidden in the cryptocurrency space. He defrauded his own supporters of hundreds of millions of dollars with the help of his cryptocurrency associates. I hope the authorities begin to investigate this aspect of the matter with the gravity it merits. Additionally, Smith recently revealed that Floyd Mayweather has been charged by renowned blockchain investigator Zach XBT with involvement in several token schemes. The ESPN analyst claims that Mayweather's history is already replete with court cases and settlements involving dubious cryptocurrency endeavors. The former boxing champion was once publicly chastised by Zach Eddy on X for purportedly endorsing yet another dubious token. Some people continue to defraud their fans. He said the crypto community erupted in anger over the claims, with one user commenting that he can now say with certainty that the net worths of some celebrities are nothing but smoke and mirrors. One analyst noted how perplexing it is that a person with Mayweather Jr.'s level of riches would still engage in dishonest tactics. Another expressed frustration that he seems to consistently avoid accountability and asked whether he would ever face any repercussions for the scams associated with his name. Zach XBT, a well-respected member of the cryptocurrency community who is renowned for his in-depth research into rugs, frauds, and hacks, has previously criticized a former WBC super featherweight champion. Actually, at least a dozen cryptocurrency initiatives connected to Mayweather Jr. were previously disclosed by Zach Speedy and eventually failed. Later, Mayweather introduced a brand new cryptocurrency called Floyd and aggressively promoted it on social media. Yet he suddenly removed his advertising posts after a large number of people had already invested. This abrupt action sparked new worries that he would engage in dubious activities once more. Notably, Mayweather has already amassed tens of millions of dollars via a number of cryptocurrency-related ventures, such as Mayweather's Ethereum Max Board Bunny, Floyd NFT, and Moonshot in real life. According to a 2022 report by Stephen A. Smith, Mayweather was accused by the Securities and Exchange
viciously. His head did a 180 before he fell on his face. To report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters.
Commission for failing to disclose money he received for supporting 3 initial coin offerings, ICOs, including a $100,000 transaction from Centertech. Mayweather allegedly used his Twitter account to get his followers to participate in Centra's initial coin offering ICO, alerting them to an impending debut and urging them to purchase tokens before they ran out. Smith added that Mayweather has already been penalized over $1,600,000 for unlawfully advertising cryptocurrency products. These disclosures came to light after his Las Vegas home was searched. The host of the Stephen A. Smith program claims that Mayweather's promotion of fraudulent ventures has resulted in significant financial losses for numerous investors. The Ethereum coin board Bunny and FTTS Floyd's World, Floyd token proposals, and the Centrate ICO have all been identified as scams. In some instances, the creators abruptly stopped providing liquidity and disappeared, leaving investors with worthless tokens. Many people have suffered serious injury as a result of Floyd Mayweather's involvement in these endeavors. Additionally, analyst Stephen A. Smith pointed out that Mayweather was one of several famous people involved in these financial issues. Viciously, his head completely changed course before he collapsed to tell you that one of my favorite fighters of all time had let me down. In its public remarks, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has frequently connected Mayweather's name to these unlawful operations. The U.S. Banking Authority claims that the men hid the money they received in exchange for endorsing certain Bitcoin investments. The parties decided to settle by paying more than $750,000 in penalties, although they did not confirm or deny the accusations. In these two cases, the SEC took its first action against violations related to initial coin offerings, a relatively new cryptocurrency-related investment strategy. Through an initial coin offering ICO, investors could buy tokens or coins that a company issues, giving them a means to invest in the firm's future. Even though the wording has changed, the SEC has warned investors that many offerings are still deemed to be subject to the current securities laws. These rules require that any payments made in return for publicity be disclosed. Among his promotions was a tweet telling his followers to act quickly before Centrate's initial coin offering, ICO, sold out, with Mayweather declaring, "I got mine." The SEC disclosed that Mayweather received thousands of dollars to promote 3 different offerings, one of which was from Centrate, a Miami-based company accused of fraud in April. The SEC cited a tweet in which he humorously referred to himself as Mayweather and an Instagram post in which he expected a sizable payoff from another initial coin offering. Floyd Mayweather crypto, similar rumors surfaced in 2017 despite...
So if certain people want to wear, true religions, certain people want to wear Jordans, I don't knock that. We all got to start from somewhere. I buy my kids Jordans all the time. You know what I'm saying? And at one particular time, I was wearing True Religion jeans, and I still don't knock True Religion jeans. You know why? Because that's a multi-billion-dollar company. You have to start from somewhere. So, I'm not here to knock nobody. We all live our life the way we want to live our life. Now, see, my lifestyle is a little different. I dress different.
The boxer's enormous earnings from the McGregor bout. Sports Illustrated reports that he has a net worth of $500 million, and he is proudly flaunting his $50 million Gulfstream G650. According to a recent story, Floyd Mayweather recently displayed his private plane while touring the picturesque island of Roatan in the Bay Islands. Closa highlighted Mayweather's admiration for the island's breathtaking natural beauty, the friendliness of its residents, and the area's delectable culinary options in a Facebook post that included pictures of the retired boxing champion.